Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action. Hopefully, it's better than last night. If you didn't catch that stream, well, it was rough. Definitely check it out, staying positive no matter what happens. There's always going to be rough nights, but tonight I can almost guarantee that we won't face 4 Dimir control. Oh, my goodness. Just in case that happens again, even though it's a very small chance, Shifting Ceratops is back in. All 4 copies. That's partly why I'm calling tonight 5 shift Naya dinos, carrying about 5 power still with Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea, and starting off with Shifting Ceratops. Just on the off chance that we face something control related, blue based. Shifting is going to be very nice, but if it's not anything blue related whatsoever, Shifting is still a very fantastic body. Again, synergizing with Gwenna there. Chances are playing Shifting Ceratops for free sometimes with the cost reduction of Marauding Raptor and Otepec Huntmaster here. Even if we just have one of these out, Shifting Ceratops technically would cost 1 because Gwenna still untaps when we add 2 green for Shifting Ceratops here. Otherwise, things are fairly unchanged. The sideboard is probably where I switched stuff up the most. We've got Anger of the Gods in, lots of, well, maybe aggro. I bet there won't be as much control, so Anger of the Gods to take out anything cheap and low. Oh, Misty, how's it going? How's it going? The uncounter, oh, yes. Nether Void, oh. I would like to go into Legacy. I would not be afraid to go into Legacy, Misty. I know dinos would have a very rough time. I'm well aware of that. They're certainly not up to snuff, I think, in that format, and probably in Modern. But if I get a focus list practice with or against some of the common meta stuff in the format, I could give myself a bit of a chance. It would be nice to see dinos steal some games or some matches against all that crazy powerful stuff in those eternal formats. So I think I'll do it at some point. Magic the Gathering Online, of course, and dinos are very inexpensive there as well. Most of these are dirt cheap. Zakama, not that I would normally use Zakama, Primal Calamity, but on Magic the Gathering Online, Zakama is cents, I think. Maybe $1 or $2. But I'm pretty sure Zakama is up to $1. While in paper, Zakama is 20, 30. At one point, Zakama was up to like $50 or $60, which is insane. Crazy. That was odd. Looked like chat disconnected. Everything going good, I think. Let me just type it in here. That's weird. I've never seen that message before. It said, chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. All right. Okay, it's working. Strange. Hopefully everything stays connected and continues tonight smoothly. But yeah. Legacy dinos. Whew. Let's do it sometime. Maybe while I'm off in a couple weeks. But yeah, continuing on, we got Anger of the Gods. Just to shore up any painful matchups against very aggressive decks. Oh, that's odd. I can see that, Misty, yes. Yeah, it's very strange. It gave me a red message. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Well, then it connected. Huh. That's odd. At the very least, it would just be interesting to see dinos face whatever nastiness is in Legacy. Modern, maybe it would be okay, but yeah, Anger of the Gods for cheap little things. Domri, Anarcho-Bolas, if we want that counterspell protection. Of course, we got Shifting Ceratops to start. I upped Carnage Tyrant to 3 copies just as a little bit extra protection. And then we've got 3 Rhythm of the Wilds. Make things bigger, give them haste. And Domri. So we're super protected tonight. Watch, I brought in all this stuff that is good and helps against counter spells, and we face all aggro, which that'd be alright. We got lots of fantastic bodies for that. Silverback Elder, actually, I want to highlight it. It's been performing quite well. I could see myself starting out with this. It's not a dino, that's okay. We certainly have plenty of creatures to make use of it whenever we cast a spell, at the very least gaining life. That helped me out against Mono Red. I just had a match against them before I started here. And we just gained life, went away with the game, and won the match in pretty fantastic fashion. Certainly destroying artifacts and enchantments could be pretty applicable, but haven't faced a whole lot of that stuff. I was expecting more artifacts from the Brothers' War. I just haven't seen it quite yet. Otherwise, I say we just get right into things. Yeah, see this fantastic, explosive turns, hopefully. Alright, Dimir control, again. 5 Dimir control in a row. Or just 5 in total, top my record. I'm pretty sure my record for Rakdos is 4 in a row, maybe 5 in one night. Oh yes, I saw that, Misty, Thrashing Brontodon. I don't know how I feel about that art. Everybody's kind of joking like, oh, why is it looking at me in a kind of suggestive way? It's pretty cool. Hopefully there is some new dinos. At the very least, Carnage Tyrant. I would like to see some new art for Carnage Tyrant, which I think might get reprinted in Lost Caverns of Ixalan, because it is so fantastic. At the very least, we would get a nice extended art for Carnage Tyrant if it is reprinted there. That's probably one of my big hopes. Carney T. But this hand, I mean, it looks like a keeper. We got 2 lands. We got Marauding and Hunt. Oh, 3 lands. Facing off against Rakdos. Maybe I jinxed myself talking about facing it 4 times in a row. At least think on the positives. They didn't Thoughtseize on turn 1. Pretty good chance Huntmaster will kick the can, eat some removal. Something like that. We'll try for the best. If Huntmaster is going to die, he's going to die whenever we play it. Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant, Fatal Push, that sort of thing. But we got a plan. Next game. Certainly Anger of the Gods does the trick. We won't be blocking. I'm just happy to see a 3rd land here. Ooh, Primal might as well. We can go Marauding, pump it up with Primal Might, make it a 3/4, and trade with the Blood Tithe Harvester, but I would expect something bad to happen to Marauding. That Fatal Push or whatever. They're probably holding off on a Fatal Push to kill something a little bit more impactful than Huntmaster. As I expected. That's okay. It's a good thing we didn't try to use Primal Might on Marauding Raptor to take out the Harvester there. Yeah, we would have to wait until at least next turn to make Huntmaster big enough for the Harvester. If Huntmaster survives, that is. Blood Ties, I might just tap and kill it, because it does have 2 toughness. They got that 1 blood token. If we can land Trapjaw Tyrant or Carnage Tyrant, either of those things is going to be very painful. I imagine they'll get rid of Trapjaw. Possibly Carnage Tyrant, because that is an ultimate menace against this deck. There's the possibility we could be playing Trapjaw next turn if we draw a source of white, so maybe they want to get that out of the way also. And Trapjaw is a mana value of 5, so it does dodge Fatal Push. Okay. Yeah, we can make stuff happen still. Topiary Stomper would be quite nice. Shifting Ceratops, which we can play. Lovely stuff. Gonna have to watch out for a Fatal Push, but I'll leave Shifting Ceratops right there. Primal Might to fight somebody next turn, I would imagine. I don't think they'll attack with the Graveyard Trespasser, unless maybe they have something that deals direct damage to Shifting Ooh, ouch. Liliana, not nice. Of course, we'll sacrifice Huntmaster. No. Okay, resolve. Now sacrifice him. May still have fatal push, unfortunately. Or something painful. Ooh, Kiora. I imagine they're going to throw everything at that. Let's see. Blood Tithe could tap, give shifting -2/-2. We could give it +2/+2 with Primal Might. Let's do that. Force them to sacrifice it. And hope they don't have fatal push. I was thinking Kiora, but that was probably dead. Definitely. At least they didn't have fatal push. That was good. I was worried about that. We have seen one and a Thoughtseize, so you know more painful things are happening. Shieldred, which we could fight with shifting, take it out. That might actually be pretty nice. Carnage Tyrant I would like to keep, but we have two. We have two. If I had one, I might have discarded Kiora there. Oh, there we go. Topiary. Hopiary. We may just be dead. We're already down to 7, unfortunately. That's probably going to be it. Yeah. Well, did our best. I would have had to sacrifice Topiary Stomper, and shifting would have blocked Shieldred. Would have taken 3, 4 from Graveyard Trespasser. That would have been rough. But we know what it is. Anger of the Gods can be pretty good against Rakdos mid-range. Hitting the Trespasser, Blood Tithe Harvester, Bone Crusher Giant, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, which is actually getting reprinted in Jumpstart 2022. That's pretty exciting stuff. Historic is about to get even more crazy. My goodness, the OG Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. Wow. Very surprising stuff. Primal Might, I think we can trade Primal Might with Anger of the Gods. I do like that. Anger of the Gods likely is going to take out multiple things. And as long as we have Trapjaw down, we'll ping that. Trapjaw would then exile Shieldred, and chances are they could be completely wide open, is the hope. Tameo Safekeeping might be nice. They have a decent amount of things that make us sacrifice stuff, though. Hexproof and Indestructible doesn't help against that, especially Liliana of the Veil there. Scary, scary stuff. Rhythm of the Wild? Possibly. I'm going to keep it like that. Hope for a little bit more of an explosive start. Of course, we are on the draw, and that can be always kind of painful. Ooh, lovely stuff. Hopefully we don't see a Thoughtseize, but we got 2 sources of red for Anger. Technically 2 sources of white for Trapjaw. Gwenna, turn 3. Powering out the Trapjaw on turn 4, potentially. Of course it could be interrupted, but that's just a fact of life. Yeah. No way around it. Lots of nasty things if they go with Thoughtseize. Ooh, nuts. I would imagine probably Gwenna. Gwenna or Anger of the Gods. Maybe Trapjaw. Hard to say. My bet's Trapjaw. Aha. Oh, and we got Marauding to boot. This is lovely stuff. Now, hopefully, Marauding sticks around. At the very least, they'd use removal on Marauding, and we might still be able to go Gwenna next turn. And then hopefully get a big guy afterwards. Beautiful. Beautiful turn of events. Okay, I see what's happening. Maybe they have something that deals damage to a creature, taking out Gwenna when it's pinged by Marauding Raptor. Which still, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I hope. Perhaps they have no removal at instant speed for 2 or 1. Stomp. Bone Crusher. Yes, okay. That's alright. They see Anger of the Gods, so that's definitely going to affect what they play. Ooh, Liliana. Yeah, could be worse. Jetmir's Guard, well, hey. Technically didn't have a play that turn. They'll probably play one creature just to get us to burn Anger of the Gods, so we'll probably use it next turn coming up. Possibly that Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe they have all creatures. Graveyard Trespasser or Bone Crusher, I think. Ooh, Kroxa. Interesting. Well, we can't play Ghalta anytime soon, so we'll get that out of the way for sure. Definitely need to preserve that plains, depending what we draw. Oh, good stuff. Hold on a second. Use that. Oh, use that. Alright, we get to take out Liliana. Fantastic. Hopefully Shifting sticks around a little bit here. Hopefully they didn't draw another copy of her. Now they can almost escape Kroxa. They need 2 more things in the graveyard. Ah, Chandra does the trick once again. Yikes. Well, we don't exactly need more lands. Nice to be at 6, so hopefully we see Carnage Tyrant at some point here. Or another Anger of the Gods, of course. Ooh. I kind of like Trapjaw. That does feel pretty good. Dodges Fatal Push, stops any aggression from Bone Crusher Giant. Chandra is never going to ping Trapjaw for 4. Exiling both Bone Crusher and Trapjaw. That's okay. That's not bad. We got rid of one of their creatures permanently. Not a total loss. Oh, and with Topiary, we get to 7 lands, so we can at least start to attack and block. Of course, Chandra probably going to kill Topiary, unfortunately. Oh, interesting. At least we would be able to kill the Graveyard Trespasser, not lose Topiary, unless they have another stomp with this final 2 that they got up. Alright, pressure her it is. Noxious Grasp does the trick. Well, we'll see if we draw a creature next, but I even trimmed the lands down to 21, I believe. And still, you do get flooded. Maybe we get something next turn, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Hey, boom, take 2 for nothing. A beautiful thing. Ouch. I think for tomorrow night I might go down to 20 lands. I think there's a legitimate case to make for that, just because there is so much potential ramp. Carnage Tyrant is not ever going to do it. That's okay. They had the right removal at the right time, unfortunately, and well, it can be a rough matchup, especially when you go second. Ugh, yikes. But it wasn't Dimir control, so you gotta look on the bright side of things. That's definitely one of the things that keeps me coming back night after night, day after day. The fact that you can see so many different things. Of course, sometimes it never feels good facing off against the same thing and then losing to it over and over again, because you happen to not have that key piece of hate, that key creature or key enchantment, sweeper against it. Try to be as varied as possible starting things off, just because the stuff you can see is quite varied. Whether or not it is popular, I mean, they say mono blue spirits is the best. I haven't seen it much at all. Rakdos I see a lot. Dimir control nobody really talks about, but faced it 4 times last night, so you just never know. It's quite exciting for that fact alone. Looks pretty good. Decent bit of ramp. Kahira the Orphan Guard though. Azorius control perhaps, yes. Yes, traditionally Kahira is in there. Each other creature, or each creature in their deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. If Kahira is the only creature, automatically they can have her as the companion. Pretty good. They always at least have it. Late game, maybe they just need a creature down, and Kahira gets the job done. Unfortunately, I would imagine they have a counter spell. Censor. We'll try for burning it with Topiary Stomper here. I'd rather them burn it on Topiary than Gwenna, of course. Aha, okay. 1 censor down. They may have another one, but like I say, against control. Luckily we're facing it again. You can't counter that. Chances are they could have white-based removal for shifting, which they do. Fateful Absence. Well, it's 1 less Fateful Absence, 1 less censor. I may try for the shifting again. Marauding Raptor would be good. Let's go for that. Could still go Marauding plus shifting. Of course, there could be a sweeper coming up, but saving Gwenna, that's going to be nice. Don't get a give shifting haste, but next turn would be quite explosive. Memory Deluge, they're digging for a sweeper because they figure things are going to get nasty next turn. Ooh, they got it. Nuts. Well, you can't kill that. Pop the clue just so I don't forget, pretty much. Another one. Well, we got some more lands, which is quite nice. We'll try for... Oh, nope. He was here for 2 white. Try for Trapjaw Tyrant. At the very least, you know, she is untaps. It's when we cast a creature, so even if they counter it, she can still ramp and do her thing, get bigger. Oh, interesting. I'm going to try for another one. Maybe they counter this. They don't want to see Gwenna get too big, or they just have another sweeper, of course. That is quite painful. I'm going to try to attack with her. Wandering Emperor. Maybe. settle the wreckage or something. They got some shenanigans happening, that's for sure. Ooh, that is supremely good. Back-to-back sweepers, at least we've seen 2 of them. And we're not dead yet. Of course, things are getting a little bit interesting, but certainly we'll try for Gwenna. Topiary. Phew. Oh, I was worried they had another sensor there. They had 2 untapped, and we had completely tapped out to play that. Alright. Here goes nothing. I am definitely missing Regis or Alpha, though. Oh, sweeper. Let's not even bother. Try it again. But yeah, like I was saying, Regis or Alpha, haste to each other Dino, and that other body. Even though it's not 5 power to synergize with Gwenna, I think that might be a really missing piece. Of course, we would draw a card with Kiora here, which I think is an absolutely stunning addition. Possibly take out Primal Might. It does reduce the ways of triggering Trapjaw, but Trapjaw against control here is not super good. That's for sure. We want Rhythm of the Wild to protect against those counter spells. Primal Might will cut, bring in all those Tamios to protect against some of the sweepers. Now again, Tamios doesn't save a creature from Farewell, exiles all of them, doesn't target them, hexproof and indestructible. They don't help with that, unfortunately. Another Domri, super duper counter protection coming in. Fresh 87. Are wondering what to do. What will they do? They probably don't need to do a whole lot different, that's for sure. Or they're just taking a while, figuring that will maybe just concede when they lock in their sideboarding changes. Of course, they'll probably bring in Ether Gus, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. Hopefully we land that Carnage Tyrant soon. Play around the sweepers, of course. Eventually. They're just not used to facing a deck like this, so it might take a little bit more for them to sideboard. That's usually what I figure when it takes somebody past a minute. Used to all the standard stuff, and Dino certainly is not standard and not common. They got to get rid of the early accelerators. If they don't, things will get explosive. As long as they have a sweeper, they might let us build up a board, do some damage to get the most value from the sweeper, but they got to contend with it. Take some damage, don't take some damage. It gets a little scary at times. At least we got 2 lands. We got Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper. Fantastically on turn 3, hopefully getting that 3rd land, so we at least get to 4. Possibly drop this God Eternal Rhonas at some point. Would be nice, at least tonight, once, to see it double Ghalta's power, get it to a 24-12. Wow. Eventually. Maybe they don't have a lot of lands, or they don't have those sweepers, or a lot of removal, and they're scared because they kind of know the potential of what dinos can do. Or they just want us to concede or something. Doesn't take too long to decide. Someday, we'll get there. Really need the Jeopardy theme song for times like this. Do 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 do. Someday. Do 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 do. They might have gone AFK, or there's issues with the client. Perhaps they're playing on mobile and their phone's overheating. Something. They had to go AFK. Or they just went AFK figuring I would concede on the spot, which is not the case. Well, well, well. We were so scary that the person walked away in fear. The ultimate power. Good stuff. Well, that was interesting. Oh, right again. 2-inch Punisher. Huh. That's going to be a little bit rough. On the draw, potentially could make something work. We got a land and Marauding Raptor. Eventually getting to Topiary Stomper there, but ooh, better. Much, much better. I see Yorion. I imagine possibly enchantments. Trapjaw Tyrant might not be needed quite as much. You know what? I'm going to send Primal to the bottom instead. Looking like 4 or 5 color something or other. Of course, it is nice to get Huntmaster. Hopefully they don't have the Fatal Push. They did have a Source of Black with Zayator's Proving Ground here. Maybe they have a counter spell. I think that's a pretty low chance. If they do, we'll play it safe. We'll go with Secluded Courtyard instead. Have an extra mana up on the off chance something bad happens. Certainly have enough lands at this point. Now, if we have to play Trapjaw next turn, I'm going to grab that Source of Weight. Jetmir's Garden would have come into play tapped, unfortunately. I was thinking we could get a little chip in. Shadow Prophecy. Whoa, I've never seen anybody use this before. Let me take a peek. Look at the top card. Oh, that seems pretty good. 3. Look at the top 5 cards. I think they had one of each type. Decent. Ooh. I'm liking the looks of this. Again, like I said, if we have to go Trapjaw, we can go Trapjaw because we grabbed that plains. Boom. Omnath is never blocking that. Of course, they could have Leyline Binding. Hello, Victor. How's it going? It's been quite a bit different than last night. All those Dimir control. But I do imagine Leyline Bindings coming down to deal with that Trapjaw. Or Teferi is bouncing it, unfortunately. Ooh. Could have been nice to exile that guy. Oh, there's Carnage Tyrant. Lovely stuff. Lovely. Oh, we're gonna take out Teferi, that's for sure. Boom. Done. Possibly could have hit him in the face, but I just like taking out Teferi. Laser focused on that guy. Stop him from drawing an extra card each turn. Could get him that sweeper or something that deals with Carnage Tyrant. They certainly have lots of painful stuff to start with, being a 5-color deck. Oh, we don't need more lands, that's for sure. At least we do get to attack with Topiary Stomper. But again, like I said, I trimmed the lands down to 21, I believe it is. Yeah. Should be a very good chance we get something usable next turn. I'm just happy we got Carnage T down when we did. And this is the first time I faced Yorion enchantment sort of deck in I don't know how long. Days. It's been quite a few days, at least. Oh, you can't target that guy. Oh, they got something. A sweeper. Okay. Well, we got Trapjaw at least. We can play that. Hopefully some creature was underneath it. Nuts. Yeah, maybe Ghalta next turn. I guess Elspeth Conquers Death is going to exile it, unfortunately. Ouch, Leyline Binding. Well, we'll see what we get next turn. Hopefully it's creature. Five-color hodgepodge, Golos, Yorion, all kinds of painful things are happening. Ouch. Shifting? Oh, I like to see shifting. We get to pressure them a little bit, quite nicely. Of course, we can't get anything through with trample, but we do get a attack. Actually, Leyline Binding is going to come down for one. What am I thinking? Yeah, no, we're not busting through that. They're going to use Golos' ability next turn, and not really a good game. Silverback Elder, they have some, a decent amount of enchantments, I guess. Yeah, not a whole lot of creatures. We'll cut a couple Primal Mites there. All right. I definitely think it's got to be Regis or Alpha. The missing piece. Dearly missing piece. But still, I want to keep Trapjaw Tyrant in. Lovely stuff, exiling, whatever. Never getting old with that animation. Okay, here goes nothing. Ooh, that's a keeper. Yes, please. No Regis or Alpha still. I wasn't using Regis or Alpha last night. Not that it would have helped against so much control. Trying out again tonight with none of them. Do probably a decent bit of tweaking, some heavy tweaking after I'm done here tonight, and add it back in somehow, some way. Ooh, a lot of mulligans from them. Seems all right. 3 mulligans, I think. It's going to give us a chance. And it's nice to see Great Henge. Of course, with the 2 Secluded Courtyards, we will have enough, technically 2 sources of white for Trapjaw. Huntmaster, nice to see. Hopefully a source of green for Kiora at some point. Nuts. Next turn, possibly Trapjaw due to all this cost reduction. Oh, phew, we got something. And we get to exile things. Lovely. Exiling the tokens, of course. Boom. That's pretty sweet. Hopefully they don't take out Trapjaw. Of course they could just have a sweeper here. Shoot, okay. Oh, they're stumbling. It's gonna get rough real soon. We can't go Great Henge next turn at the moment, but we could sink a bunch into Primal Might and do a decent bit of damage there. Ooh, another one. Yeah, we'll go with Kiora. Next turn, technically, we would have 2 sources of green once we tap Jetmir's, untap it with her, and we're off to the races. I think they could go Leyline Binding maybe on Trapjaw Tyrant for 1 white is not right. Yikes. Yeah. Well, that's probably going to be it. We had a pretty good opening-ish. Now. Can't even play Silverback Elder, unfortunately. Triple green is a little difficult. Would have been nice. Gonna say Primal Might just in case they drop some creature that would be nice to take out. Could have done an extra 4, taken them down to 4, but yeah, if they only play 1 creature here, it's going to be nice to take it out with Primal Might next turn and still deal a good bit of damage. Never mind. We lose Marauding Raptor. Nuts. And we do have Gwenna, that's not nothing. Right, good stuff. Gwenna's going to allow us to get Silverback next turn. Plus, she's going to untap, which is quite nice. Possibly dropping the Great Hench, depending how things go. Good stuff, good stuff. Draw some cards. Ugh. That's not... Ouch. Pain. Suffering. Let's get another creature, I was going to say. Well, I'll untap a land. Cycle Jetmir's Garden here. Hopefully that gets us something. Possibly able to play with Gwenna. Carnage Tyrant. Good stuff. I like it. We won't attack with Gwenna. I don't want Wandering Emperor to exile it for sure. Yeah, if we can get that Carnage Tyrant. Which I think there should be a pretty good chance. We got Kiora. Even if they do something to Gwenna. That's alright. Oh, the actual Shark Typhoon. Ugh. At least we do have Shifting Ceratops. Gotta look on the positive side of things. We gotta tap that for a green, untap it, tap it for a green, and play the Great Henge. Pretty great, I must say. Rhonas. Ooh, I like it. Oof. Draw, draw, draw. This is beautiful. Get that Jetmir's down. I mean, we could play another Gwenna. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm just going to use... you know what? I'm going to hold off. Next turn. Oh, going to be nice. Explosive. Nasty. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances right now. Especially Rhonas. Just because... has indestructible, so it dodges some of the sweepers that they have going on. Ouch. I was thinking of maybe fighting that shark, but thought maybe we would need it next turn. Ah. We still have Rhonas. We still have Rhonas. Topiary Stomper, let's get some more lands. Just keep playing them. Huatli? I like Huatli. I like Gwenna, actually. I'm going to try to power up Rhonas for 2. See if we can do exactly lethal here. Looks like that's the case. Yes. Whew. Perfection. Good stuff. Good stuff. Don't have a lot of counter spells, mostly just targeting us. Silverback Elder still, I'm going to keep in. That would be detrimental to everything they're trying to do. But I would imagine we can cut that Primal Might. Tamios, actually all the Tamios, now that I think about it. Trim Vivian, 1 Tyrant. And that. Alright, we got the protection against the sweepers that we know they have. Probably a mix of them. Not just Shatter the Sky, but Supreme Verdict. That sort of thing. Probably mostly Shatter the Sky just because we don't have counter spells, so they don't really need to pay a blue to have their sweeper protected. But we do have big creatures, so whenever they cast Shatter the Sky, we should probably be drawing a card, which is decent-ish. That is certainly a fantastic keeper, if I've ever seen one. We got 3 lands. Marauding, Gwenna. I was going to say Gaea, but Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. Oh! Couldn't ask for much better. Beautiful. If Marauding and Gwenna survive, it's gonna get ugly real quick. Definitely Jetmir's Garden next turn. Get 3 sources of green, 4 Silverback Elder there. Leyline Binding, nuts. That, for one, is not right whatsoever. Yeah, we just got to get Gwenna instead. I was thinking Huntmaster, but Gwenna's going to power out the Silverback Elder next turn. It can be Silverback Elder plus Huntmaster because Gwenna's going to untap when we cast it. Oh, phew, phew, I was wondering. Alright. Boom. I'm kind of thinking Topiary Stomper instead. You know what? I'm going to pay the life. Do this stable ramp. And we get to destroy Leyline Binding. That's pretty good. I like it. They might have a sweeper. If they don't, things are going to feel pretty good. Let's hope that's not the case. They're going to certainly dig for it. Ah, nuts. It's not a total loss. Not a total loss. Got Huntmaster plus Topiary, getting to 7 lands. Very good chance to see the Great Henge next turn. Tons of lands, for sure. Might be able to play the Great Henge plus whatever creature we draw. Although they might use Leyline Binding on the Henge, unfortunately. Possibly Topiary Stomper there. As long as they have 1 white, they got a binding. does make sense. Hold off on using it on this. Unfortunately, Search for His Cant is flipping this turn, I believe. Ooh, that's going to be painful. Alright, creature, anything. I mean, Tamios to save a Huntmaster, it's not nothing, that's for sure. I'll just keep chipping away, hope for the best. I imagine we'll have to use Tamios to save one of them. I'll probably, if it's not a sweeper, I'll let them take out one Huntmaster, preserve Tamios for something bigger and better and nastier. Okay, there it is, hopefully. Oh, shifting, I love it. It would have had haste and whatever anyways, but still a decent bit of damage. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Their third Leyline Binding. They have 70 cards because of Yorion. Yeah, that's how it goes. Nuts. Silverback Hells are good stuff. That's welcome indeed. Ooh, I love it. Play creature next turn, take out Leyline Binding, get back the Great Henge, I think. Yeah, definitely. That's where it's at. That's going to be good. I'll just draw lands for the next couple turns. Ooh. Maybe they'll dig for a binding, or perhaps just a sweeper, of course. Okay. Would make a whole lot of sense if they played Yorion, maybe just to get rid of Silverback Elder. We would get back either Great Henge or Shifting Ceratops. Oh, beautiful. Get the Great Henge, and it's before Marauding Raptor enters the battlefield, so it will get to draw as well. This could get ugly. Creature. Oh, not a creature, unfortunately. Well, they don't have enough for the Wandering Emperor. I like it. I'm going to pressure Tamiyo. I'm going to hold back Silverback Elder. Definitely. Silverback will be our ticket. Bouncing Silver. Oh, Great Henge. Okay. Not so bad. They're only left with 2. Not a whole lot they can do with that. Other than search for another binding. Omnath. Oh boy. My goodness. We'll send the Huntmaster for Teferi, definitely. Oh, good. I'm glad we took that thing out. Yeah, definitely. Tomorrow night, it's going to be 20 lands. We've got Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor for that cost reduction, pseudo ramp. As well, it's not over yet, but yeah, Ugin certainly does the trick. If we get a shifting, that's going to be nice. We can take out Ugin, or, well, I was going to say Regis. Well, let's see what it is. Shifting, you can do it. Yeah, no, that's Juan, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully things are going well for you. A little bit better than that previous match, but sometimes, again, there's nothing much you can do. We took them out in pretty good fashion game 2 there, but they just had enough heavy hitters. Lots of sweepers and bouncing and quite a few answers, unfortunately. Yeah. That's all right. Oh, no. Ooh, that's unfortunate. You would think it'd be pretty easy to add that stuff into Arena. Man. Maybe with Alchemy they feel it would be too much. Of course, it seems like there's too many paper products printed at the moment. But yeah, I would have liked that. Oh, so many cool things. And it would just be nice to use those cards on Arena and then get to use them in paper. It's always nice when you have that option. No fatal push against what might be Rakdos. Lucky, Phew, Grixis, or Golgari. Golgari something painful. Galagreeters I kind of want to take out right now, actually. Before it gets too big. Let's do that. Yeah, that thing can get big. Very quick. Oh, phew, we got another land. Well, we can't play Carnage Tyrant or anything else, but we can still attack them. Do a little bit of damage. Hopefully see that 4th land next turn for Carnage Tyrant there. Or just something that helps us play Trapjaw Tyrant. Phew, we got it. Wonderful stuff. I could attack with Marauding, of course. I'm going to hold off. Keep back all this total power, possibly. Playing Ghalta next turn for 2. Maybe Trapjaw Tyrant plus Ghalta. Trapjaw, of course, exiling the Simian Simulacrum. Keeping things pretty open. See what bodies they drop this turn. I imagine the Simian Simulacrum would have traded with Marauding Raptor. Certainly would have traded with Carnage Tyrant while it was temporarily at 4 toughness there. Ooh, I like it. This is what we want to do. Maybe they have some removal for Ghalta. That's alright. We're going to play it plus Shifting Ceratops. Boom. Hope they don't have removal for Ghalta, but even if they do, we're still swinging with lots of big, nasty things. Okay. This works out because we search for a basic land. We need that second source of white for Trapjaw that's sitting in our hand. It does help. So we won't be pinging Trapjaw. We can play Huntmaster though safely because Marauding Raptor. Oh, got him. All right. We got the good bodies, but it seems just generic Golgari stuff. Alrighty. I kind of feel like Anger of the Gods. I think that could be good if we see it early enough. I don't have any creature lands, man lands at the moment. Lair of the Hydra. I wouldn't use Den of the Bugbear. Any other lands. It's pretty light in that department, focusing on the cost reduction of course, the classic Marauding Raptor and Huntmaster here. And then the new addition, my favorite new addition, Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. Oh, she has shown up multiple times. My goodness. Lots of dinos, lots of things that untap. Pablo, how's it going? Trapjaw, Ripjaw, Ranging, Swordtooth. Ooh. I kind of like the thoughts of that. But I definitely want to keep this thing in. Oh. Shifting Ceratops sometimes for free. She taps for 2 green. If shifting costs 2 green because of reduction, boom, free. Ghalta oftentimes costs 2 green, free. Lots of lovely, lovely things. And Kiora could untap Gwenna, effectively making her tap for 4. Nasty. It just gets out of control if you leave us alone. Prison Enchantment. 1 or 2 Beseiju. I could see that. That would have been nice. And the previous matchup against Yorion and Leyline Binding there, it was pretty painful, to say the least. Ooh. First hand wasn't so good. This hand, not so much either. We'll try one more mulligan. Yeah, definitely. I think Beseiju is something that's been missing. Possibly cutting a forest. Maybe a mountain, but I really need a source of red for Otepec Huntmaster. A little bit more. There it is. Yes, Vivian. I haven't seen Vivian yet tonight. There is, of course, only 1 copy, so pretty good chance we might not see her. Hopefully we do. Hopefully Marauding sticks around. I imagine they have some amount of removal being in black. Hey, ooh. Heartless Act. Pretty heartless. That's not a 3rd land. Probably going to be it. For this game, at least. Hard to play, yes. Historic, definitely. Pretty painful, to say the least. We'll try maybe another turn or 2 here, but rough. I imagine Historic would be difficult with all the new alchemy cards. I haven't played Historic in quite some time, but it's just going to get even more out of control as time goes on. Well, we got it. Not really fast enough. No. That's alright. Maybe if we got Gwenna a little bit sooner. Dropping Trapjaw, stopping some of their aggression that they had. Ah. Hard to say. Hard to say. I could try out the list. It could do fantastic. Certainly you want a big sample size, whatever list it is. I do like leaning more into Enrage. More of the Enrage dinos. Of course, that's what I was on for the majority of my time with Ripjaw Raptor and Ranging Raptors. Fantastic draw and ramping potential there. Of course, having Trapjaw Tyrant, just maximizing, maybe bringing in a sweeper. Cinderclasm, probably. Pablo would be, yeah, My favorite for that. 1 in a red to deal 1 damage to each creature at instant speed, or you pay that extra red for 2 damage. It's nice having that versatility. It's often been welcome. Cross your fingers, Marauding survives. So we can go Topiary or Gwenna next turn. Phew, phew. I was getting a little bit scared. Yes, anti-control things, absolutely. Rhythm and Domri does the trick. I feel like Gwenna. Open up the potential for Trapjaw next turn, or Ghalta, of course. That would be pretty sweet. If they don't take either things out, we may win next turn. It's going to get nasty. Juan, you're going to like this. Another version of Marauding? Something like Marauding. Someday, Juan. It's happening. Definitely. I can feel it. Ah, nuts. We may just sweep everything next turn if they play any more creatures. Heartless. Heartless indeed. Now I'll still play Topiary. Get to 4 lands, open up the potential for Trapjaw next turn, exile some good stuff, or just sweep them, again, if they've played enough things. Gala Greeters potentially going to 3 toughness with another counter, so we may have to sweep. But just some Dino Lord Juan. Similar to Marauding, a little bit tougher, that sort of thing. Maybe not dealing damage to creatures when it enters, but a non-legendary Dinosaur Lord for 4 or 5. Man, that'd be beautiful. Yeah, I think we gotta sweep them next turn. Definitely. Ooh. See if they let Marauding through. Maybe they figure there's shenanigans. Hard to say. Aha, good. We got him. Phew. A little bit extra value from that. That needed to happen. Taking out all that stuff. Oh. That's going to slow him down. Big time. A perfect thing. Rhonas for 3, total of 9, reducing... Oh, yes. Rhonas for 3 means Ghalta for 3. I like it. I like it indeed. Boom. There we go. Anger of the Gods very much welcome tonight, especially against that. I knew we'd face something aggressive eventually. It's quite a varied night for sure. Pretty interesting having basically all the same deck last night, and then, oh, we got a midstream pack opening here. Rare wild cards, force copy of Gwenna, Cityscape Leveler, huh. Don't see myself ever using this, but destroying non-land permanents whenever you cast it and whenever it attacks does seem pretty sweet. Oh, absolutely, Juan. Absolutely. We're going to get more support with Lost Caverns of Ixalan. More Dino. Oh, it's hard to wait. It's hard not to spend my money seeing it tick up. I think, oh, I can buy, 5 packs, 4 packs here of this new set, get a couple cool things, get some wild cards. Now, I am resisting the urge, but it does get harder and harder as the amount ticks up there. It's pretty cool to see 130,000 already. It's got to get to at least 400,000. Hey, that's all right, Juan. Everyone's welcome here. Bueno. I speak a couple words of different languages. I'm sure I butcher them. A little German, Japanese, Ni hao. Some French. I didn't really like French too much. Yeah. No hablo español. Si, si. Oui. Je m'appelle Ben. Ne touche pas this hand. Do not touch, because there's no lands. From Chile. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good food. Definitely. Could see myself visiting Chile at some point. Great scenery as well. I see a lot of this. Well, that's a little unfortunate. At least we have 3 lands. We could go Gwenna at some point. I imagine they'll hit Marauding Raptor, probably. But yeah, that first hand. No bueno. No bueno. This one is, I mean, we're at 4 lands, eventually getting to Trapjaw Tyrant. Once we get to 5 mana, I think there's a good chance. Greasefang. I'm thinking this is probably Greasefang. We're seeing black, green, and white. Yes, this is 100% Greasefang. Huh. I don't know what that is, but imagine it's not good. Oh, this is going to be rough. Do they have a big vehicle in the graveyard? They got 1 so far. Esika's Chariot. Just gotta hope they don't have Greasefang in hand. At least we do get Gwenna. We could get Trapjaw next turn. But we don't have really many ways to deal with Greasefang. I've faced it actually once before I started tonight. That's kind of rough. Interesting. Facing Greasefang twice in a day, and I don't see it for days. Maybe a week at a time sometimes. Ooh, there's the Parhelion. Is it coming down? No Greasefang. Tense. Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's how things go. That's what Greasefang does. But again, maybe I could add some instant speed interaction, something that does stuff to other decks. Not so narrow for Greasefang, but in the off chance that we do face it, we get a little bit better of a chance against that deck. Maybe it's going to be Greasefang for the rest of the night. That would be pretty interesting. I'm liking the haste from Rhythm of the Wild. Keeping up the pressure. Trapjaw Tyrant to exile those angel tokens that Parhelion makes. They never come back, which is quite nice. Retro artifacts, yes. Yes. I was thinking about that. Possibly Anger of the Gods to get rid of Greasefang and Esika's Chariot, all the little kitties that are made. Does seem pretty good. Let's do Anger of the Gods. Actually, I'm going to trim Primal Might instead. I think Anger of the Gods could do better work for us. I was using Tapped Out for quite a bit. Never really tried Ether Hub, but yeah, pretty much just Tapped Out. I've had my account there for 4 years or something. I possibly could just rewrite a new one up, refresh it a little bit with some of the new stuff I've been doing with dinos, but none of the other stuff. Just that, which I could link for you guys here. Make the Greasefang player wait a little bit. Make them quake in their boots. Alright, I'll just get to my profile here. I think this should work. Test it out and see. I haven't played free dinos in a while, Heaven. Hope they're having a good night, by the way. But I think, yeah. It's been quite some time. Control dinos. I've wondered about some variation of control dinos. Yeah. Control elements for sure. Something I'd like to explore eventually in the future. Yeah, some of those decks on Tapped Out are a little bit outdated, unfortunately. Rewatching streams, hey, all good. They're there when you get there. Of course, it's probably hard to catch up since I'm doing this basically every night, but yeah. You know, you will have a lot of stuff to go back to, at the very least. Throw it on when you do some cleaning or something. Nice, relaxing music and nice voice. Nice plays. It was rough to say the least, but at least I do always stay positive. That is one that is, oof. Phew, I was worried. At least they didn't have Greasefang. Lucky. Oh, they can't stay away. Well, that is what Greasefang does. Nuts. Yeah, I might tweak some things just due to the fact I've faced Greasefang twice today. I really do think Greasefang is best in best of one for sure. Lots of people bring Graveyard hate or have some sort of hate that would be good against Greasefang, and they kind of fold to it in game 2 or game 3. And it can be kind of inconsistent if they don't see Greasefang. Kind of Dudley. This hand though, I kind of like it. Should be good. At least we will get Kiora. I don't think Marauding Raptor is going to survive the pain of this mono black. Interesting. At least they don't have anything on tap. Maybe just a lot of little creatures. Mostly creatures. So Marauding, well, Infernal Grasp, hey, that's okay. If they want to use Infernal Grasp on Marauding, and they're not going to use it on Shifting or Trapjaw, something like that, I do welcome it. I imagine Kiora should be safe from whatever they're thinking of doing. It's going to open up possible Shifting Ceratops next turn. Maybe Trapjaw Tyrant now that I think about it. Yeah, just Shifting. See what we draw with Kiora and keep her healthy. Yeah. I'll hold Shifting back. Ooh, I should have attacked. Nuts. Well, at least they're having us get rid of Shifting. Next turn we'll be able to play Carnage Tyrant. That is going to be the ultimate suffering for this person, I think. Guess we could go Rhonas, plus maybe something else. No, it's gotta be Carnage T. And it's nice to see 2 copies. I definitely like having 3. That feels pretty safe. At least they are stumbling a little bit with the lands, but could have another Liliana, unfortunately. Anger of the Gods does seem like it might be pretty good next game with the Sleeper, the Trespasser, the other thing. I forget. But lots of creatures that Anger should be able to hit. Trapjaw would be nice to exile things. But I think we can send him away. We don't have any way to ping and trigger Enrage at the moment, unfortunately. We'll have to take 3 for now. Next turn, though. Topiary and Rhonas. Lovely stuff. Rhonas going to be fantastic to block. The evolved sleeper there. Oh, and we got another Trapjaw to boot. Man, Kiora is showing up. Big time. Pressure Liliana. If they want to say... Oh, they don't want to save her. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good now. At the most, I imagine they'd only get rid of Topiary. Yep, you're not attacking with the sleeper. We really need something that's going to ping Trapjaw, fighting, marauding. Something like that. I say we play it. I hope we draw something that helps with that. Oh, Primal Might. We got it. We got it. This is lovely. Okay. It's got to be somebody... Somebody that deals damage. Has to be Graveyard Trespass. We certainly have enough lands. Mono Black's still around. It's been quite some time since I've faced it. Quite a bit of time. I do sometimes use Domri. 3-mana Domri. Anarcho-Bolus. Yes, definitely. That's pretty good. Double creature takeaway heaven. Trapjaw Tyrant turning any fight spells into 2-for-1s is stunning, to say the least. Concealing Curtains, being 0 power, wouldn't have dealt damage to Trapjaw. Evolved Sleeper with Death Touch would have killed Trapjaw. So we had to target that thing. Ooh, this is interesting. Well, it's got to be Carnage Tyrant. Yes, very great combo. That Vampire, though, might do us in, unfortunately. We'll see what we get with this thing, though. Another Primal Might. Ghalta? Ghalta's pretty good. Great Henge. The Great Henge is great. Let's do it. I'll take the ping for 2. We play it. And we'll gain 2 life back anyways. Alright, this is good. Oh, double dinos. Tons of dinos, to say the least. I say we just attack with everybody. Massive. Oh, absolutely. I'll try all kinds of things, Juan. Enrage, Naya dinos, Rainbow, Combo, Control, you name it. I'm going to keep playing, iterating, especially on the ones that I haven't tried too much. Invoke Despair. Really? Really? They kill us with... that's not good. Nuts. Well, we're bringing in Anger of the Gods because we're not letting that happen again. That was unfortunate. They got exactly lethal. I guess Vivian could be good, giving reach to things. Yeah, going back to your comment there, lots of fantastic potential. Different things that could be good. There's certainly lots to test for sure. The Ape? Yeah, I could see that. They don't have a whole lot of artifacts and enchantments, but I like the Ape. Gain some life. Yeah. Oh. I hear a little... Somebody is up. Might have to step away for a second. Enchantment land for ramp, yeah. I have seen that used to good effect. Okay, back in a second. Actually, I should lock this in quick. I'll lock it in at 66. Say hello, I'm not sleeping. Yeah, meat hook could be a problem. Definitely, I would say meat hooks in here. Hopefully we see a third land. Fatal push. Yeah. Cut down. Oh. Cut down's not too painful for us. Destroying a creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. There's yeah. Not a lot of stuff we use that meets that requirement. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Anger. We got 2 sources of red. Probably should use it next turn. Does hurt a lot. Oh, boom. Look at that. I like it. They'll probably feel safe thinking we don't have another one. Very exciting. I'll probably go Kiora, I would imagine. Topiary instead. Oh, even better. Wow. Yeah, we got 2 sources of white at least with both Jetmir's Gardens here and lots of red. We're set. Oh. We even get to play more things now. Oh, we're spoiled. We can go anything. Silverback Elder, I kind of like that. I also like Trapjaw. Hard to say. You know, I'm going to try for Trapjaw. I think I'd rather them use removal on that than Silverback Elder. Okay. At least we got that drawn out. Another Topiary indeed. Cure for 3, untap land, and then we're left with another 3. And we draw a card, which is pretty sweet. And then probably Anger next turn. I imagine they'll get some creatures by then, or maybe they're just holding up removal or something. But definitely Kiora has been an absolutely fantastic re-edition tonight. Makes sense, 100%. Which I'm thinking 2 copies of her. Yeah, probably 2 copies of Kiora tomorrow night. So good. Ooh. Well, they don't have a lot of removal, that's for sure. Oh. It's all removal, my goodness. That is painful. But they're going to run out of gas, and they're going to shed some tears next turn when we do our painful stuff. It's only going to 3. We have to use Anger this turn. Got a total of 5, 7, potentially 8. Good. We can go Huatli or Silverback Elder. Yeah, let's go Silverback Elder. Play the Great Henge next turn. And also we draw a card because we did that. This is good. I don't see him recovering too easily from this. Huntmaster, very interesting. Well, no, definitely. That's got to be the Great Henge, which you can tap, untap to super ramp. Quite fantastic. Oh, yeah. No, they're not coming back from that. But definitely, anger was the thing to do. So we'll certainly keep it in. Possibly, I could see cutting Huntmaster. Lots of things hurt it. Cut down. Fatal Push. They just had a lot of removal, but not a lot of creatures, and we decimated them quite nicely, and they ran out of gas. Tamio's over the monkey. I kind of like that, actually. We saw so much removal. Tamio's big time. Maybe not Huatli. You know what? I'm going to cut Huatli. Oh, we're at 66. I have to cut a lot more. I forgot. I just, well, I needed to lock in my changes. Cut the Primal Might. Vivian. 1 Trapjaw. Okay. Here goes nothing. Ooh. Nah, we can't do it. Oh, much better. Very nice. Seeing 2 lands, lots of stuff for 2, and 2 Tamios. I'll send 1 Huntmaster to the bottom. I definitely like keeping all that protection stuff. I decided to try without it. Hard to say. I don't know exactly which one I prefer at this point. Haven't made a decision whether it's Tamio's or Gaea's something. I can't remember the name. Gaea's, no, protection. No, it's not that. Gaea's something. Yes, oh, it's always rough. Liliana especially. Certainly when she makes a sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. Not so bad losing Huntmaster. We still get to do some nice things. Certainly go Topiary Stomper. Get to that 4th land. Lots of sources of green. Easily able to protect Marauding Raptor next turn. And again, just something stable. Yeah, I think I still like Tamio's over the new protection spell. Tamio's costing 1 green versus that costing 1 in a green. Even though it gives a counter, reach, trample. Hard to say. Late game, of course, that new spell would be pretty good. Oh, this is nice. Oh, no, don't mess us up there. Almost. The auto tapper didn't leave us with 2 green for Topiary here. Would not have been a pretty sight. I like it. I think we're still kind of safe. As long as we can deal with Sheoldred at some point. That's going to be problematic. Liliana, I imagine... make us sacrifice. Hey, we can't have attacked or blocked with Topiary Stomper. We got the benefit already from it. That's not bad. This is going to be bad, though. We can't block. We need Carnage Tyrant to stick around to have any hope. Yeah, if we had only drawn a land, having 1 left over for Tamios to gain 2 life, save Carnage Tyrant when it would block Sheoldred there. I think they're going to attack with both. I guess not, and that will be it. Invoke Despair is not quite fair. Yeah. Can't do much. Yeah. Nasty, nasty, especially just sacrificing in general. They don't have to target, you just lose your stuff. And especially Invoke Despair, making us lose life as well. Really chips away, along with Sheoldred. We're just going to get drained super fast. Good night, Pablo. Hopefully you have a good night. And yes, I love making changes. Some of your guys' suggestions, of course, you guys do have fantastic ideas often enough. Great ideas can come from anywhere. I'm going to risk it. We don't technically have a source of red for Huntmaster. May need to name Secluded Courtyard as human. We'll see. Hopefully drawing a source of red coming up here. Yeah, it's got to be human. It's not a total loss. Of course, we got Gwenna for the super ramp. But yes, have a good night as well, Juan. Fatal push. Nuts. Jund mid-range, it's seeming. Alright, well, Gwenna it is. Cross your fingers she lives. You can do it. If she lives, we get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Oh, you gotta be kidding. My goodness. That's nonsense. Yeah, I'll take the ping. Get shifting down. A nice, decent body. Fatal push is pretty good. Way too many cards. It's not right. Oh, nuts. At least we do get to go Vivian plus Huntmaster. I think there's a good chance. Maybe they'll just get rid of Vivian. Definitely Topiary Stomper. That's going to be nice. Getting for sure to 6, allowing us to go Carnage Tyrant. Corvold is going to be problematic, but we do have Trapjaw to ping Exile, that big thing. Ooh, this is good. This is very good indeed. Topiary Stomper. And we can fight Corvold. I like it. I'm going to use her ability. See what we get. A land. Well, it's got to be Topiary Stomper. We can't use that land, unfortunately. Now. Corvold is out of here. They can only sacrifice one thing. That treasure. So it is nice to drop this guy before he gets too big. Good stuff. Phew, that could have gotten scary. Maybe they have a second copy of him in hand or something, but that bought us some time. And we get Carnage Tyrant next turn no matter what. Getting desperate. At least they haven't got the cat online. Always nasty when they play the cat turn 1, Witch's Oven turn 2. Ooh, it's downhill from there. Kind of do need Topiary Stomper to get a second source of white for Trapjaw. Carnage Tyrant though, that's the aggression we need. And we can give it haste this turn, so it makes absolute sense. Could have attacked with Topiary, but Carnage Tyrant is the stickiest threat we got. Even if they get a cat, it's going to be nice. Oh, another one. It's nice seeing them sacrifice an oven. Corvold's definitely going to, at least in range of taking out Carnage Tyrant. We can sacrifice maybe enough to get him to 8. Oh. Almost 8 power. They can get him to 7, so he would trade with Carnage T. Ooh, shifting. Yes, we'll go Topiary Stomper. Unlock the potential for Trapjaw. I like it. Hopefully have some way to ping Trapjaw and we can exile Corvold. Now the question is, Corvold trade with shifting, or would Corvold trade with Carnage Tyrant? We're gonna find out. I don't know if they'll take that opportunity. A goose. Corvold could get pretty big, but it's not going to be big enough to straight up kill us. And we could use... Well, never mind. Usually I name the Secluded Courtyards Dinosaur, but we can't use that Secluded Courtyard to give Shifting Ceratops reach. And ooh, they got the cat. That's where it's at. As long as we can get rid of Corvold, we'll be out. Oh, finally, Trail of Crumbs. Luckily they didn't get that too early. Getting a ton of draw whenever they sacrifice a food. They can pay 1. I think look at the top 2 cards and put one of them into their hand. That thing is not a pretty sight. Corvold's going to get very big, that's for sure. I guess that might actually do it with the Mayhem Devil. Yeah. Yeah, that will do it. Darn. That's not right. Yeah, we almost got Trapjaw, but you can see having stuff that pings it a little bit more often to make the best use out of it, or the best chance of getting rid of something big like that. Yeah, well, that's Jund mid-range for you, and not a whole lot to do to save yourselves, but we got Anger of the Gods, which is the ticket against a deck like this. Take out the goose, the Mayhem Devil, the cat. Well, they'd probably sacrifice the cat, but take out a lot of stuff. Certainly Silverback Elder, big time. That's what you want. Primal Might, I do like, but Anger is going to hit so much stuff. Definitely want that in. Switching the Silverback for Vivian and this Rhonas. Huatli. 1 Huntmaster. Just because Huntmaster dies super easily. They might have Bone Crusher Giant, but I think most Jund food mid-range doesn't. I'm going to risk it. We only have 1 source of red, technically 2 sources of green for Topiary Stomper. 2 chances to see that 3rd land for either Domri, Topiary, or Anger of the Gods. It is Marauding, which is nice. Hopefully that sticks around. Or we get a 3rd land. But I feel it won't. Phew. Oh, it did. Lovely. Oh, and we got more lands. That's where it's at. I kind of feel like killing the cat with Domri. No, let's play it safe. Let's get that ramp. The cat blocks. Interesting. I like that. They have to jump through a little bit of a hoop to get a food token. Possibly just playing a goose here. Oh, they have another one. Hopefully they don't have an oven. That's all right. Definitely got to be Domri. Whether we fight the cat or not is another question. Let's fight the cat. I feel pretty safe that Domri will survive, and we'll get to ramp with him next turn. Be able to play Silverback Elder, Great Henge, something like that. That did nothing. Good. Beautiful. Oops is right. And the Great Henge it is. Alright. We're looking good here. It's going to be an uphill battle for them. Yeah, I think they're done for. Silverback Elder, 100%. Marauding, love it. Gain some life. Draw some stuff. Actually, I can play Huntmaster and it would survive, but I really just want to play Ghalta right now. Done. Beautiful. Keep things as is. Definitely nice having Anger of the Gods. They don't know that we have Anger. I don't believe they use Thoughtseize. No, they didn't. So we could surprise them with that, taking out all their little things. Possibly taking out the cat permanently when we exile it. Always a nice thing to cook it. Super duper cook it. Fry it. So bad that it's gone. Usually that doesn't happen. They always have a food or something. The cat dodges that removal, but the goose is nice. And we at least got our second source of green there for Topiary Stomper. Don't have a source of white for Trapjaw, unfortunately. I may actually go Rhonas turn 3. Be able to attack. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ooh. Oh, double Witch's Oven. And the cat. Oh, just drawing stuff. Now the cat. Not the cat. Triple Witch's Oven. Oh my goodness, that is not something I would have expected. I say Topiary Stomper. Get a source of white with the plains, plus Jetmir is going to be our second source and be able to play Trapjaw at some point here. And we have Domri to fight, triggering Trapjaw's Enrage. Of course, the thing has to have some power, which Gilded Goose has 0, so we wouldn't trigger the Enrage. We'd simply take it out, which can be nice, stopping their ramp for sure. But definitely got to be this. Could have possibly gone Domri plus Rhonas, but I really just needed that second source of white. And we used Topiary Stomper to take out their ramp. That could buy us some time. Warvold. Well. Guess we shouldn't have fought, because we could have played Trapjaw this turn. Fought Corvold. Well, he would have traded with him, actually. Ooh. He's got big. I like Carnage Tyrant. I imagine Corvold is going to take out Domri. But we got this thing. Hopefully Corvold doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's going to take Domri. Gotta be. Ouch. If we can get some way to damage Trapjaw, could possibly take out Mayhem Devil and Corvold next turn. Hopefully some way to maybe have Trapjaw fight Mayhem Devil, take it out, it's been damaged, and then we take out Corvold. We're off to the races there. Corvold loses all its counters. If it does come back, comes back just as a 4/4, which is pretty nice. We buy ourselves a little bit of time there. Rhonas, though, I kind of like Rhonas. Indestructible, devastating, but we'll start with the Trapjaw. Hopefully getting Anger of the Gods next turn. That would be lovely. Of course, Mayhem Devil's not going to block either of those things. We may just be dead again to Mayhem Devil and Corvold shenanigans. Sacrificing a bunch of stuff. Mayhem Devil pinging us. Chipping away for one dead. Nuts. If we survive, we'll be at 1 or 2 health. Cauldron Familiar is 4. Take us down to 13. Corvold would be at 11. Yeah, we might have one health or 2 health. Corvold would have to attack. They'd be fairly open. We got a slim chance here. Hopefully they don't get something nasty with that. Oh, the goose. That's... we'll see. We'll see. That Trapjaw will help. It's going to be close. I actually know when he attacks. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's it. Again, no ways to damage Trapjaw. That's got to be something that's changed big time. But I think I'll end it there. Heaven, anybody else watching right now, later on? Some hits, some misses still. I had a fantastic time overall. Love tweaking, iterating on this list. Eventually I'll move to something else for a little bit. Tamer, dinos, combo, whatever it is. I'm open to your guys' suggestions. But this, I gotta keep grinding, tweaking. Trapjaw Tyrant, I still feel that's where it's at. Even though we face control sometimes, maybe I could use less copies of Trapjaw Tyrant in the main, have some in the sideboard, split it up a little bit. Possibly move 1 over, maybe 2 and 2, something like that. Yes, thanks for the matches. Glad you could watch it live, and yeah, thanks for the support. Remember, there's always room for improvement, whatever it is. Have a good night, good morning, evening, afternoon, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.